Nature versus Nurture, a project by Jerome Prasad. A quick question before we start. What influences behavior in animals and humans? If you said nature or nurture, welcome to the nature versus nurture debate. Now I will discuss three main things. First, what is nature? Second, what is nurture? And lastly, which is more important? Now, what is nature? Nature are things you are born with, like genes and DNA, instincts, physical traits like eye color, height, inherited abilities, predispositions, and biological processes in the brain and body. Next, what is nurture? Nurture is environmental factors and experiences that shape you, like parenting and family environment, education and schooling, culture, traditions and religion, social interactions, life experience, diet and lifestyle, and living environment. Now, which is more important, nature or nurture? Well, they're both equally important in shaping behavior. While the debate is often presented as a choice between genetics and environment, it is actually both environment and genetics shaping the way we behave. Epigenetics is key in this, as it shows how environmental factors such as stress can affect and influence gene expression without altering the DNA sequence itself. Genes are the foundation, and the environment is the architect. A study in virtual teams for behavior shows that interactions between individual predispositions and environmental structures determine the way social systems emerge. Virtual teams show innate cognitive tendencies influence behavior, but communication environments shape how those behaviors are expressed. If that was a bit complicated, another way to look at it is through identical twins. Studies between twins show that although twins have genetic similarities, when exposed to different environments, they act differently. If the twins are separated and grow up in different families, they'll express different behaviors in different scenarios. Twin A, who grew up in a music-loving household, loves to play the guitar, but Twin B, who grew up in a sports-loving household, likes playing volleyball. They may have similarities, but the environment changed how they express their behavior. Now you might think, this can never happen in real life, but there's a documentary called Three Identical Strangers, which shows exactly this, but with triplets. Separated at birth and adopted by different families, they were later reunited in life. The triplets found they had many similarities between taste in women, wrestling abilities, and smoking habits, but differences later popped up, determined by the families they were raised in. They had different temperaments, with one being more aggressive and another softer, and even their physical appearances started to differ over time, likely due to the different lifestyles they had lived. This shows that genes lay the foundation, while the environment acts as the architect. Now since you know the basics, let's go back to epigenetics, as research from Michael J. Meany shows that certain life experiences can cause certain genes to switch on or off. The exact same is true for animals, as this can be seen in graded beef, as the quality is determined by genetics and the lifestyle the cow lived. The grade of meat is determined by the breed of cow, if it's a superior breed, and the environment determines the quality. If the cow was stressed, it produces chemicals that alter the taste, or if the cow walked around a lot, it gains muscle, which changes the meat texture. Nature and nurture are not competing forces to determine the way we behave, but interacting converging factors that work together to determine behavior. Now I hope I was sufficient to explain nature versus nurture, and how they work together to determine behavior.